So I already know the first thing that everyone's gonna say is like, Karlee, you're coming back without even addressing anything. And no, I'm going to address everything. There's a lot I want to talk about in this video, I think. And I think I'm basically just going to spill how I'm feeling and the way I've been feeling. So let's just go back to like the beginning of YouTube, I guess, of my whole career. So basically when I started YouTube, it wasn't even meant to be like a full-time career, and I think like that happens with a lot of YouTubers, to be honest. Like I had like 3 YouTube channels before I ever actually had like my KarleeSteel channel, and I have been filming myself since I was like 13 or 14. I have like music videos on YouTube. I have like an old channel called Sour Skittles. You could probably find it. I have an old channel called KTKS 101. I have an old channel. I have like 4 old channels, okay? I used to be fan accounts for a lot of different people. I was always on social media, and I always knew how to grow a following. It was really weird. Like when I was like, I want to say like a Justin Bieber fan account on Twitter, and it literally got over like 100,000 followers. I was like one of the most famous Twitter accounts for Justin Bieber. My name was Disney Bieber, and it was like huge, and I got so many followers, and I knew how to get followers on it. I would like tweet Bieber facts. Like it was just crazy. Like I've always had this really good way of getting people's attention online, and I don't know what it is about me. I've been editing since I was like literally 11. You can ask my mom. I always loved being on camera. It was my thing. I've always liked this, okay? Like if you guys haven't already, I really highly recommend watching my Dear 15-Year-Old Self video, because in that video I was 15 years old and I was basically speaking into my future, asking if I was ever going to be a YouTuber, because it was my dream. And even you can see at 15, I was like already doing YouTube videos and uploading them, and part of me is so thankful that I uploaded my whole life, but because I get to look back at things. And my whole life is documented, but there's also a lot of things that I regret, and I think there's a lot of feelings that I haven't come to terms with. And YouTube, in a way, has become something that I don't like. I hate to admit it, I hate to talk about it, but growing up, YouTube was my favorite thing of all time. I still love YouTube, but it's almost like I don't enjoy being a creator anymore, and I think that's with a lot of YouTubers nowadays. I think like a lot of YouTubers, like OG YouTubers that have been around forever, are either leaving the internet or we're either not finding joy in it anymore. And I'm not saying it's like the viewer's fault. It's not. It's everyone's fault. It's our fault. It's obviously there's a lot of creators that do a lot of bad things that don't take accountability. There's that, but there is a little bit of the viewership. Some viewers are at fault. And it's not, I think there's, like I said, it's not all the viewers' fault. It's not all of our fault. It's not all of YouTube's fault. It's just kind of like everything combined, okay? And I'm not speaking for all YouTubers. I'm speaking for myself and a few other YouTubers that I speak to on a regular basis. And I think a lot of people are just falling out of love with YouTube. And it's not because of one specific thing. I think it's a mixture of everything. And I think it's hitting me really hard because when I started YouTube, you know, I did it for fun, like strictly for fun. I didn't do YouTube to get a following. I didn't do it to become famous. Like obviously I'm not famous, but I didn't do it to make an income. Like I was literally 15 when I started YouTube. Like I didn't even have a part-time job yet. I couldn't even get a job at Walmart yet. Like I didn't need money. I did it strictly because I loved to be on camera, right? And I loved to speak, and I loved the idea of YouTube, and I always loved it. And the moment I started it, I blew up. And I don't know why, I don't know how, but I did. And obviously, I went with the flow. I loved it. I got like a high off of YouTube, right? I was like addicted to it. I was like, what video can I film today? What video can I post today? And I just don't get that feeling anymore. And I keep searching and searching and searching for that feeling, and I can't find it. And I think that's with a lot of YouTubers nowadays, and I'm kind of here to explain how I've been feeling. And I feel like although I got exactly what I wanted, I don't think I was mentally prepared to be judged by thousands of people. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, you put yourself out there, so you have to accept like the criticism and hate. And I agree. I went into YouTube knowing I was going to get hate. You can go in knowing you're going to get something, but it doesn't mean you're mentally prepared or strong enough to deal with it. Now, I am going to say I do have pretty thick skin. I'm one of those people that don't really give a shit. A lot of people don't agree with plastic surgery. I openly talk about it. A lot of people don't agree with how fast I got engaged. I still talk about it. A lot of people don't agree with a lot of the things that I do or say. And there are certain parts of me that don't care, but there are certain parts of me that are still human, and it still hurts. Like, we all have something that someone said to us in like kindergarten that like still affects us to this day. Like, I know, like, there's been like 3 things that people have said to me growing up that I still remember of them bullying me about, you know? Like, it's one of those things that you can say it doesn't bother you, but it's still going to be in your head. And I think there's only so much a human being can take before it becomes too much. And that's with every YouTuber. Like, I'm not saying it's just me. I think a lot of YouTubers feel this way, where you guys expect us to just not be human. Like, you expect us to never have messed up in our past. You expect us to never have a mental health break. You expect us to just feel normal all the time. And when I'm saying you guys, I'm not really necessarily talking about you watching, because I'm assuming if you're watching me, you're one of the people that actually enjoy my videos. But it's just like a few select. And like, it sucks because as much as we can say like love overpowers hate, it's like you can have 10,000 nice comments, but that one mean comment is still going to be in your head, and it's going to stick out more than the nice ones. And that's just the reality of the world, and that's just how it is. And I have trained myself to either not read comments, and I have lost engagement for not reading comments and for not doing what my viewers want. But at the end of the day, it's helping my mental health. What triggered my whole entire spiral of leaving the internet for a week, which didn't seem that long, but people lost their shit and said I was like lazy and all this shit, when it wasn't that. I was crying in and out of bed. I struggle with depression and anxiety, as like probably 50% of you guys watching probably do. You probably have depression or anxiety or know someone with it. I can probably guarantee you. It's a very common thing. I'm not special for having it. A lot of people have it, but it's a lot harder when you have people telling you that you're just lazy, or when you have people telling you this is your job, you need to do it. Listen, I have the privilege of being my own boss. And if I feel that being on YouTube will deteriorate my mental health, I have every right to step back from it, whether you like it or not. And I'm sorry to tell you, I hate to be this girl, but I'm sorry to tell you that at the end of the day, I'm living my life for me, and I'm recording it. I'm not living my life for you and recording my day for you. Obviously, I do some things for you, okay? But I'm not going to live my life for YouTube. I'm living my life, and I just happen to put it on YouTube. But I am not living my life for YouTube, and it will never be that way. And it was that way for a while. It was that way when I was like 17, 18. Like, it was that way. That's all I had to do was YouTube. But now I am now an adult. I have like real life things that are happening in my life that I can't speak about. And even on Patreon, there's a lot of things that I cannot speak about. And I wish one day you guys would be able to know everything that me and Josh are going through, or everything that I am going through, but I just can't speak about everything. And I think that's a valid point to make. And I think that I'm allowed to feel this way. I'm allowed to step back. I'm allowed to, if I say I'm going to do Vlogmas and then halfway through I feel like I can't get out of bed, I'm not going to force myself to get out of bed and fucking film a video if it's going to literally drive me nuts. I cried every single day for the past week. I actually even cried today, but I decided, okay, Karlee, it's time to get back in the swing of things. Anyone who has depression knows that once you get in that slump, you have to force yourself out of it. No one is going to pick you up out of your depression and help you. You have to force yourself out of it. You literally have to fake it until you make it. And right now, that's where I'm at. It is 5:30 in the afternoon, and it is pitch black outside. Now, to a lot of people, that might be not a big deal. But for somebody who struggles with depression, little schedule changes or little surrounding changes can affect your mental health. It being dark at 5:30 is affecting my mental health. It is. Me not being able to go outside is affecting my mental health. Me reading YouTube comments is affecting my mental health. Me being surrounded by skinny girls on social media is affecting my health. The gym not being open is affecting my mental health. There's a lot of things affecting my mental health. And I'm not going to sit here and act like my mental health is like insane. And if the gym is affecting my mental health, oh my God, poor me. No, I know there's people in this world with bigger problems. I know there's people in this world that are struggling financially and physically and mentally. And I know there's people on the streets in the freezing cold right now. I know there's people who are working in healthcare 12 hours, even 24 hours a shift. I know that. But it doesn't make the way I'm feeling not valid. And I think that's where the internet is really, really starting to wear everyone down. I think people need to realize that everyone has their own struggles. Something that might affect you might not affect your best friend. Something that affects your best friend might not affect you. And that's how it is online. Something that affects me might not affect you, or you might think it's something small. But something as small as the weather changing can affect my mental health. Am I saying I'm depressed because it's dark out? No. But little things like that can trigger it into a huge depression episode that you feel like you can't get out of. And I hope someone here can relate to it in some type of way. And I hope you guys, once again, don't take this and make it into something it's not. Because I can already guarantee you the comments down below are going to say, stop making this excuse, I'm fucking tired of it, blah, 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 blah. I already know that's how the comments are going to be. And that's why YouTube is the way it fucking is. Because I'm literally making this video and I already can literally hear the comments nitpicking and getting offended by everything I say. And it's honestly, at this point, it's really like, it's sucking the life out of everyone. YouTube right now is the only place that is still normal. The only place. The world is not normal right now. So let's just make everything a little bit lighter. And let's realize that everyone here is struggling. It's not just me. It's not just you. It's every single person. And it might be small to you, but big to others. It might be big to you and small to others. It doesn't matter. Everyone's feelings are valid. There's a reason why you're feeling this way. And you're allowed to. And honestly, I'm tired of explaining myself. I'm tired of feeling like I have to wake up and pretend to be this happy person entertaining every single day that I vlog. People think vlogging is really easy and that you just wake up and you vlog your life and oh my God, I wish I could have that job. Yes. Is it easier than other jobs? Of course it is. Of course. I'm not going to sit there and say that it's just as hard as being a construction worker. It's not. But it is a struggle in a different way. And I feel like people aren't understanding that. I feel like people aren't fully getting it. And Josh can testify for this. Like, Josh didn't realize how hard YouTube was until he was doing it full time. It's a lot on your mental health to sit there and have to perform for hundreds of thousands of people and just please everyone. And even though you know in your head you're never going to please anyone, you want to please everyone. And it's hard to look at yourself all day in every single angle that you can look at yourself. Everyone wonders why YouTubers are so obsessed with the way they look and why do all these YouTubers get plastic surgery and why are all these YouTubers so pretty and why are they all put together? It's because all day we're looking at ourselves. We're hearing ourselves speak. We're looking at ourselves at angles that no one ever looks at us. Like when I look this way and I'm talking and I have a double chin, I can see it in the camera. Like when I'm editing, I can see that. In real life, when you look this way, you will never see this side of your face unless it's like a picture being taken or something. You don't realize when I record and the camera's down here, I could see my face. When I'm recording a try-on haul, I see every angle of my body that you wouldn't see unless you were looking at the mirror and you were like, your head went in like a 360 direction. Like, we are looking, hearing, and seeing ourselves all day. And on top of that, not only are we criticizing ourselves, but hundreds of thousands of people are also criticizing us. So yeah, Sometimes we are a little bit vain. Sometimes we are a little bit more obsessed with the way we look. But you have to see where it's coming from. It's not like we just came out of our womb and became superficial, you know? Like, it is coming from somewhere. And I think a lot of people need to realize that. Like, there's a lot of people are saying, for example, Tana Mojo is changing. Well, yeah, everyone's gonna change if they're getting shitted on every single second of their life, or if they have all this money, things are going to change. Like, you can't expect people to be the same. And I know it sucks, and I know it's hard to wrap your head around, because you start watching someone and you fall in love with those people, and then they end up changing and you feel like you almost don't know them anymore. But I want you to know that those people don't know who they are either. I'm going to fucking cry. But I want you to know that those YouTubers that you feel like you don't know anymore, I can almost guarantee you that they don't know who they are either, because you can only put on an act for so long before you become that person and you forget who the fuck you are. And that's me. That's me. And I'm tired of people saying that I only want money and that's why I'm doing Patreon, or I'm abandoning you guys for doing Patreon. That's not the case. It's just, it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. And I wish I could just sit here and record forever and explain to you how it feels, but it's so much more than that. And this video is not a pity party. I'm not saying boo me, but I'm just explaining to you guys how I've been feeling, the way that YouTube is changing, the way that I've been trying to pull myself out of it. I am trying. Trust me, I am trying. Yesterday was the first time I cleaned my house in like 2.5 weeks. And I am a neat freak. I love to clean. I clean every single day. I make sure my house is always spotless. And I've neglected. I literally let my eyebrows grow for 2 weeks. Like, I was neglecting everything. Like, everything. The only thing that made me feel better was Josh being with me. And shout out to Josh for helping me through this, but it's a lot more than I think you guys realize. It's a lot more than just, I don't want to fucking film. I physically cannot film. That's what it is. And would you rather have me film and post it and it affect my mental health even more, or would you rather have me just step back and take a break? Like, and there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that you do not know about, and you probably will never know about, and maybe one day you will know about, and maybe you'll think and be like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have judged this person so much because I didn't know what they were going through. And I think people really just need to just remember that everyone's struggling in their own way. Like, I remember, like, imagine, let's say if the roles were switched and I started attacking every single one of you in your personal life. If I started criticizing each and every one of you, you would go insane. You would go insane. It's hard wanting to post somewhere that is so fucking negative. It's hard. It's hard to pretend like my life is interesting every day. It's hard to pretend like I want to film my life every day. I don't. I like having a normal life. I like baking cookies. I like cooking dinner and having dinner with Josh. I like going to the park and not having to bring my camera. I like cooking. I like painting. I like watching Grey's Anatomy and stuffing my face with McDonald's. That's things that I actually enjoy doing. And YouTube is not one of those things that I enjoy doing anymore. And I am trying every day to enjoy it, but it's very hard. I have not read a single comment in probably it's been almost a year. It's been a year since I've actually consistently uploaded and read comments. Josh likes comments, Josh reads comments, and my fans read comments and they tell me things. So, for example, I'm just going to give a small example, but apparently people were getting mad that Josh, I was in a vlog with Josh and I was in the back seat and his friend was in the front seat. And all the comments said, how dare he let Karlee be in the back seat? Like, how rude is he? My boyfriend would never. When it's like, come on, did you guys not think that maybe I wanted to be in the back seat? They've just made a song, and I told them, hey, your friend could sit in the front seat so you guys can listen to your music and he can have control of the radio. I'll sit in the back seat. Josh said, are you sure, babe? I was like, yeah, no problem. I'll sit in the back seat. It's not a big deal. And that small little thing in a video, everyone started judging Josh by. Does that seem, come on, is that actually like realistic life right now? Like, is that where we're at, where me sitting in the backseat of my car is getting criticized and it shows what type of boyfriend Josh is? Come on, really? I am so close to just being like, fuck it. Because no amount of money at this point is like even worth me feeling like this anymore. It's not. And everything that everyone does is wrong. We do YouTube and we're not authentic enough. We do Patreon and we want everyone's money and we're only posting on Patreon because we want money. We do OnlyFans and we're a whore. We don't do OnlyFans. Why aren't you doing OnlyFans? We post vlogs and they're too boring and they're effortless. We do skits but we barely upload. Or we do a prank and everyone's like, this is boring. Or we do a Q&A and people get, oh, this is repetitive. It's like, what do you want? It's so hard pleasing other people when I can't even please myself. I don't even know anymore. I don't know what I want my channel to be. You want to know what I want in my life? I want to be a mom. I want to be a mom and I want to vlog and I want to be a mom. I know it's hard for a lot of people to even wrap their head around it because I am that YouTuber that swore for a lot of my life and I did story times and I did inappropriate videos and I was that bitch who was super unfiltered. I got plastic surgery and didn't care, and I had a breakup and I didn't care, and I drank and I partied and I went to the club and I was a hoe, and people can't wrap their head around the fact that I have changed. And obviously I'm still that girl, especially like over on Patreon, I'm still that girl, but I'm also like 22 and I feel like I changed a lot, and it's hard because my life gets boring as you get older and people don't want to watch it, but that's just life. And as for my depression goes, I am forcing myself out of it. So I feel better today. I started by doing my makeup. I started by cleaning the house. And I put on actual clothes and I spray tanned. So I'm trying to make myself feel better. And I hope you guys can understand. This video is kind of rambling and everywhere, but I just hope you guys can somewhat understand what I'm trying to say. And just, I guess this video is literally me just ranting at this point. And this is usually something that I would not post on YouTube. It's usually something I would post on Patreon. But I'm posting it on YouTube because I feel like everyone needs to hear this. And I am going to turn off comments because once again, I cannot mentally read comments right now. I am the most stressed out I've ever been in my 22 years of my life. And I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow with a vlog, a normal vlog. I'll be trying to vlog on Christmas and stuff. Vlogmas is usually supposed to last just until Christmas. I am going to try and make it go longer just because, you know, I basically didn't upload for 10 days. So I am going to try and still upload. I'm not going to call it Vlogmas anymore. I'm just over it. I'm over trying to force myself to do things I don't want to do. And 2021 is going to be all about me and how I feel. I'm done doing shit for money. I'm done doing shit for the way for other people. I don't care. If I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. I'm done stressing. I'm done. I signed up to be a YouTuber and to just vlog. I did not sign up to be an influencer. I think a lot of people don't understand that a lot of people do YouTube because it's entertaining and fun to them. They don't do it because they want to influence like young girls, you know? Like that just happened. Like it just happened. It came to me. It's not like I was like, I'm going to be an influencer. No, I did YouTube and it just happens that people are influenced by what I do. And I try my best to be the best influence and to not make mistakes. But I'm human and this is... I'm not, I didn't sign up to get all these followers. Yes, I kind of did because I put myself on YouTube, but I was not expecting this. And I don't think anyone ever is expecting the followers they get. So, I don't know. Never in my life did I think this would be my full-time job, ever. But it is, and we're gonna go with the flow. And support me if you want. Don't support me if you don't want to. I also switched my depression meds because my other medication was making me eat like crazy. I was on Prestique. It was mentally helping me, but it was making me eat like a ridiculous amount of food. Like I was always hungry. Like for example, today it is 6 p.m. and all I've had is a sandwich and a coffee. And like obviously that's not enough. I mean I woke up at like 11, so it's not like it's been all day, but like I'm still gonna eat before bed. But like before I would have ate like 3 or 4 meals by now. And I wasn't even like mentally hungry. I was just always eating. And it was like a problem. So I switched my anxiety, oh my God. So I switched my anxiety and depression meds back to Prozac, which tends to make me quiet. I almost like don't talk on Prozac and I have crying spells. But hopefully this time around I'm better. I don't even know anymore. It's a whole thing. I'm just rambling. I'm talking. I don't know. But guys, I'm going to try to vlog tomorrow. And yeah. I love you. I'm gonna drink my chai tea. That's freezing now. Anyways, I hope you guys all have a good Christmas. And I hope you guys stay safe. A lot of people around me are getting COVID and it's really scary. And I hope everyone is doing okay. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you